Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and welcome back. Alright, so let us continue with discussing the question number 2 of suppose that we need to sketch the graph of fx equals to x squared plus 3x minus 4. So first and foremost, let us identify the shape of the graph. So when we look here, this one is positive x squared, which means we will have the smile shape, right? And the next one is we need to get the x and y intercepts. So to get your x-intercept, we need to factorize this one. So we have x squared plus 3x minus 4 equals to 0, which can be factorized, becomes x minus 1 and x plus 4. So therefore we'll have two values of x, which are x equals to 1 and x equals to negative 4. Alright, so and for the y-intercept here, so for y-intercept, so we need to look at the question where we have negative 4 here. So which means the y-intercept is just the negative 4. So we've got the information that we need so far. We've got the x-intercepts and y-intercept. So let us try to plot it on the axis. So this one is the 1 here, and negative 4 is somewhere around here, and we also have negative 4 as the y-intercept, which is somewhere around here. Alright, so we need to get the minimum point for this case. So to get the x coordinate of its minimum point, we just need to calculate the midpoint between these two x-intercepts. So which is it will be negative 4. Negative 4 plus 1 divided by 2 should give you negative 3 over 2. And to get the y coordinate of the minimum point, we just need to substitute the negative 3 over 2 into the function, in which when we calculate, we should obtain negative 25 over 4, or in decimal, which is negative 6.25. Okay, so please label the x coordinate and y coordinates of the minimum point on your graph. So we'll have somewhere around here negative 3 over 2, just to make sure that it is in the middle of the x-intercepts, and we'll have negative 25 over 4 somewhere around here. So and then make the label here of the minimum point, and we've got the ingredients to sketch the graph, and let us sketch the graph now. So make sure that the graph passes through all of the intercepts that we've obtained, and for this one we've done it. All right, so basically the graph here, we have the domain for this function, which is negative infinity up to positive infinity, and the range of this function, we need to look for the interval of y where the graph is still valid. So the lowest point where the graph can meet is this one at the negative 25 over 4, which means our range should start from close bracket negative 25 over 4 up to positive infinity. Alright, so let us proceed with question number 3. Suppose that we have fx equals to negative x squared plus 2x. Again, the first one is please look at the coefficient of our x squared. In this case, we have negative x squared, which means we do have the set shape for this one. And number 2 is the x-intercepts. When we try to factorize this one, this can be written as to negative x squared plus 2x equals to 0. So let us try to factor out the x only, so which left us with negative x plus 2 inside the bracket, which is therefore we will get x equals to 0 and x equals to positive 2. and for the y-intercept for this case is just 0, since we don't have any particular c value from the question. So we've got here, this one is 0, it's being labeled already actually, and this one is 2, right? And we need to get the midpoint of between the two x-intercepts in order to get the maximum point for this function, right? So so the midpoint, the x coordinate, is just the midpoint between the two x-intercept here, which is 1, and we also need to find the y coordinate for the maximum point in this case. So we just substitute f1, substitute 1 into the f, so which is we should obtain 1 as well. So this is 1 here, this is 1, so we've got everything. So please label the maximum point here. So the graph is in the Z shape, so make sure that it passes through all of the x and y intercepts that we have calculated, and to make it very clear that we have done the calculation. Okay, so this one is 2, this one is 0 there, and the domain of f is just negative infinity to positive infinity, and the range of f is from negative infinity up to positive 1 inclusive. Okay, so in our next video we will discuss about how to sketch the graph of quadratic function, suppose when the quadratic cannot be factorized. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. That's all. Thank you.